accent already. Do you want me to introduce myself or just go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Introduce yourself.
Alright. So, my name's Andrew Raymer, firefighter here at Station 61 in Rancho Cordova. Here to tell you about what a day in the life of a firefighter is. So, going into a fire, there's a lot of challenges that we face going into a fire. We don't know where the fire's at in the building. We don't know if there's people inside the building. We don't know if the structural integrity of the building has been compromised because of the fire. So there's a lot of variables going into the fire. But one thing that's pretty consistent is we have high heat conditions. Heat rises, so at the top of the room it's going to be extremely hot, so we a lot of times have to be down on the ground crawling on our hands and knees. You got heavy smoke conditions. You can have thick, hot, black smoke that we have to crawl underneath. And like I said, we don't know if there's somebody in a fire, so we always treat it as if there could potentially be somebody trapped in there that needs our help until we've proven otherwise. So a lot of times we'll do either right hand or left hand search, where we'll anchor ourselves against the right or left wall and go systematically through each room, looking for potential victims. We have a thermal imaging camera, so we'll have one person doing that search with us that can scan the room, and it will pick up heat signatures to where we can find potential victims. If we have to do large area searches where we're going deep into a building, we want to be able to find our way out quickly. So a lot of times we will tie a rope to the outside of the building, carry it with us as we're performing our search. So if we find a victim or conditions change and we have to evacuate the building immediately, we can just follow that rope all the way out to the safe environment. We'll also use hose lines. We pull hose lines into a building. If things get too hot or we find a victim, we can just follow that hose line back out the doorway. Like I said, half the time when we're going to fire, we don't know exactly where the fire's at. So we gotta go through the hot black smoke, not able to see it all, looking just for that little orange glow, and we'll just keep following that orange glow until we find the fire room. So the number one reason why I became a firefighter is because I like helping people. I love interacting with the public and being there for them in their worst moment. Our job is basically to help people in their worst moment and help them solve the problem, whatever the problem is. It could be as small as picking a little old lady up off the floor because she fell down and can't get up. Or it could be putting out their fire when their whole livelihood is being destroyed right in front of their eyes. Like I said, I love being around the public, interacting with the public. When I decided I wanted to be a firefighter, I wanted a job that was constantly challenging and there's constantly new things to learn. And this job does just that. So we're constantly challenged physically, mentally. We have to learn paramedicine and medical stuff. We have to learn firefighting stuff. We have to have good personal skills and be able to interact and relate to people of all different walks of life. We go shopping for the day. We're here for 2 days straight, so we have to eat dinner together, eat breakfast together and all that. So we'll go to the grocery store, get shopping done for the day. After that, we usually try and get some sort of training in. So we do at least an hour a day, usually. Doing anything from throwing ladders, pulling hose lines, practicing rescues, going over medical protocols and skills. And throughout the entire day, at any moment in time, that stuff can get interrupted to go on calls. And the calls we go on are anything from grandma who has a flu to people who are in full cardiac arrest. So when the tones go off, we don't know what we're going to face. but we have the pleasure of taking care of our community and being there for them, whatever their needs are.
Flow of water in the attic. In this case, they had this sheetrock and then they had boards, thick boards. So we had to use saws to get up in the attic, which takes more time.
She is what your studies on screws.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just
Board right there.
fell from fire. You
Well,
know,
there was
it's about
obviously
30
was a
minutes
fire
of fire. Right? So,
Well, the attic wasn't really going either.
but you can just tell it
It hurt much.
It must have mostly
changes.
been under here.
Yeah, that's us. We got a ball. It was? It was Bravo.
So we get dispatched to whatever calls we go on. There's an alerting system in the station where the dispatcher comes over, tells us what the call is. There's also red lights that go on throughout the station. So if we're asleep, the red lights will come on. Inside of our vehicles, there's a computer screen that pops up with the address, what the nature of the calls are, and what units are responding. So when we arrive on scene to a structure fire, there's a lot of things happening all at once. And to the public looking at it, it might seem like a bunch of chaos. But in reality, we have 4 engines and 2 trucks and an ambulance all arriving within a couple of minutes of each other. And we've all got pre-designated jobs that we know we're going to do. So when we get there, we immediately jump into action. And like I said, watching from the outside, you'll see tons of people run around. It looks like chaos, but really it's all organized chaos.
It's better we don't talk about it.
That's on film, you know.